Stefano Muscaritolo, the Italian composer and musicologist, who has developed a deep sense of belonging to Azerbaijan and the capital Baku, has been living here since 2013. Currently working as the art director of the United Cultures in Baku, Stefano Muscaritolo has a diploma in composition and a master music diploma in composition for opera at Italian Opera Academy. His major interests of research are the relations between music and visual arts, architecture and design, synthesis between Western and ethnic Middle East music, socio-political issues, and politic uses of spectacle in the history of opera.
Hello guys. Hello.
His organization operating in Baku aims to creating a kind of hub between Azerbaijan and all the other countries in the field of culture, particularly music. Although becoming a part of the local culture is the hardest part of life abroad, Stefano says that Baku is the place which is particularly easy for an expat to live and prosper.
I do think that it's particularly easy for an expat to live here for many reasons. First of all, Baku is a very modern city because also Azerbaijan is a very young country, and this makes the place very an open-minded field for especially for youngs and for talented youngs in all the fields, from the culture, from the economy, in all the fields in general. But I do think that this kind of vision comes also from an ancient tradition of Azerbaijan. But for me, of course, I feel particularly at home also because my wife is Azerbaijani and is a composer too. She is Kamal Elizadeh, is well-known name here in the field of music, and also our family and the family that I have here in Azerbaijan. For example, her mother is a musician too, Tamila Sadova, so she is also a teacher, not just a pianist. And so we spend much more time together, and I feel particularly at home here.
Stefano says that in general the Italian and Azerbaijani people share some common traits, but most of the similarities can be found between the southern Italy and Azerbaijan, specifically in the regions of Campania and Sicily.
One of the points that Italian and Azerbaijani are similar is the love for the food. You know, that as we Italians used to say, we used to start to talk about food when we sit at the table. Then we eat and we talk about food. And when we stop, we eat again about food. So I found the similarity between Italian and Azerbaijani. But about the Azeri cuisine, I like very much, for example, all the types of dolma, from the badamjan dolması and kelem dolması, and also in particular the turşu gürmek plov. Very much. This I love it very much.
The Italian composer expressed his admiration for the architecture of Baku, highlighting the remarkable combination of antiquity and modernity. He considers İçerişehir the best place to discover history, and the Haydaraliyev Center a unique pattern of modern architecture, which hosts many interesting exhibitions and events annually. Stefano has also got acquainted with the stunning beauties of Azerbaijan.
I have been in Gah a few years ago, and I had that opportunity because I was composing the music for a documentary on that city because of the multiculturalism, because of the sharing of this place as a tolerance in the religion. And you can find it, the documentary also on YouTube. So I was very surprised about how is amazing that place in the nature and how people were living together, notwithstanding the difference in the religion and in the culture. But I have seen also Gebele, in which there is a very nice music festival every summer. Then have been in Shamkir also.
Stefano Muscaritolo says that he is happy and satisfied with the result of cooperation in the field of culture between Italy and Azerbaijan. According to the composer, year by year interest in Italy is growing in Azerbaijan, and vice versa, such as enthusiastic Azerbaijani students go to this country in order to get their master and PhD degrees. Moreover, a couple of universities in Italy start to open the departments of Azerbaijani studies, which is also a sign of curiosity about Azerbaijan. Being an admirer of Azerbaijani Mugam, Stefano Muscaritolo sings that its melody creates a deep spiritual atmosphere.
Because Mugam is not just the music, Mugam is also philosophy, is also poetry, and is something connected with our inner self. And I think that it's a kind of music that my soul used to know before. Because of course I got acquainted with Mugam through my wife, that is Azerbaijani composer, when we met for the first time in 2006. But I also had a kind of wondering and curiosity about the Middle Eastern music. But when I came here and when I was introduced to this kind of new world of Mugam mainly by my wife, I found a kind of treasure, you know, and a coffer was opening in front of me, and I found a brilliant treasure of creativity, of art. And now, step by step, I'm studying, and I'm going day by day deeper in the study of Mugam, and I see that I absorbed so much this kind of music that in my composition I see that I'm already automatically using, so passing through my heart and through my fingers and then fixing on the paper in the composition in which I'm working now.
The Italian composer is also the author of the first book about the history of Azerbaijani music in Italian language.
I tried to write, of course, also this book in order to interest also the big audience of Italy, in order to aware about what are the most important figures in the history of music, but starting from the very ancient period and mentioning even Safi ad-Din Urmavi, Al-Kindi, from the very ancient period until nowadays. And I told even, of course, about the classic period, so Zerga Jibeli and Garagarayev, passing by the Soviet period until nowadays, of course, talking even about there is one section about jazz Mogam, so the connection with the jazz and Mogam, and even the pop and rock music of Azerbaijan.
Considering Baku his hometown, Italian composer Stefano Muscaritolo says that Azerbaijan is a very open place to peoples from different cultural, religious and ethnic backgrounds. Türbət Bağırova, Elvin Hacıəliyev, İlkin Mehdiyev, CBC.